12cm height and 16cm reach advantage. And here we go in the opener at heavyweight. It is Cronje, the taller of the two, the much taller of the two, who was tagged, slipped middle ring. He's looking at the traction.
He was caught, I think.
I think he was too.
I really think he was caught, but he's looks like he's waking up quickly.
Good long puncher is Pieter Cronje, and already complaints. Normally the complaints about any advertising in the ring later in the night when there's sweat and there's water, but first fight.
Yeah, and he had a look at his feet. He did slip a couple of times, but seemed to be finding his range and certainly unloading with some punches, but he slips again there. Second time in about the same area.
Okay, has he got new boots on? That's what we're trying to also establish, because often new boots that haven't been worn in.
And they need to scour him at the end of the round, obviously, I'd say.
Little Coca-Cola on the ring mat and rub your feet in it. Get a little stick on the bottom of your feet. Nice long punching from Cronje. O'Donnell gets ripped to the body there.
You've got to give O'Donnell credit, Andy, to take a fight on 24 hours' notice. He's copping a beating at the moment.
It's not going to go much longer here, because Cronje has got his opponent in the corner and is just opening up.
And we're still halfway into the round. Cronje looking very deadly at cruiserweight here. Oh, look at that body shot. Vicious left rip to the body.
Look at the distance Cronje is able to control. Huge reach for a very tall cruiserweight.
As a cruiserweight, he's going to be a huge force.
Current IBF Pan Pacific cruiserweight champion, won the title with a second round KO over the very durable Queenslander Shane Tilliard last fight. But this Michael O'Donnell, tough to put down. His only stoppage, ironically, against the same man, Tilliard. Yeah, that was a controversial one as well.
He's certainly taken some shots here, Michael O'Donnell, but he's certainly not going to chuck it in easy, but wow, he's copping some.
O'Donnell in his 19th professional fight, Cronje in his 18th, but the percentage is most certainly with the former South African, who now resides out here in Perth, WA.
Cronje looking very relaxed and very sharp as he fires his punches with both hands.
In fact, it was this man, Pieter Cronje, that sparred with Danny Green the first time Danny came back from his illness at the start of the year.
Okie doke. Yeah, I believe they've done quite a bit of sparring together. But he'd be good work with anyone. He's got a long reach.
Shannon Taylor watching on.
Puts them together well. Yeah, got a great corner with Shannon Taylor there, Michael O'Donnell.
And he's done well here to see out the round, Mick O'Donnell. Very tough boy. Tough. Very tough boy, because he looked on for all money.
He certainly did. That was a tough round.
De Cronje as well. His percentage from punches to hit punches, very high.
Yep, very relaxed and very composed.
Three ringside judges. Should we go to the judges after 18 minutes? Gary Dean, Charlie Lucas and Anthony Shipley. O'Donnell again fighting very much from the ropes.
I see Shannon Taylor advised O'Donnell to keep his hands up as Shannon does in that peekaboo stance. Keep his head down and just tuck up to let Cronje fire away and then fire back after that. But easier said than done, I think, here.
Mick O'Donnell lost a challenge for the New South Wales Cruiserweight title, an 8-round decision to the very tough Daniel Aman. Now, he's been in there with some good level domestic warriors.
He has, and as we said, he's an incredibly tough guy, but Cronje at the moment, his hand speed and his power is just too much for O'Donnell. Good right hand from there from O'Donnell. Certainly made him take notice, Cronje.
How hard is it for Michael O'Donnell here? He's giving away height, he's giving away reach, and maybe to a little bit of power and finesse. But to have any chance here of not only winning but surviving, he's got to be on the front foot. He can't be retreating.
You would think so, especially against a tall, rangy opponent who's really dictating at the moment. You've got to say that Michael O'Donnell, you know, credit to him for taking this fight and for even being in there after the first round. But Cronje is opening up with some serious bombs. And if he goes 6 rounds, I will be surprised, and he will be an incredibly tough guy if he does it.
Oh, it took beautiful two-punch combination there from Pieter. Now, Pieter has only just started campaigning in the cruiserweight division. He was a heavyweight for many years, already he's carried his record and a few brownie points in. Independently, he's already cracked the top 40 in the world.
Yeah, well, as I said, he can be a force at this weight. You know, very good as a heavyweight. You know, to draw with an Alex Leopold, who's a deadly puncher.
Couple of wins over Big Cole Wilson, the multi-time national champion. A win over Oscar Ciali early. Masataka Takahira. Takahira also drew with Alex Leopold in his previous bout. So good form lines, good form guide for
definitely.
Pieter Cronje.
He's never shirked a fight at all, Cronje, but you've got to say the same about O'Donnell, I guess, especially taking a fight like this on 24 hours' notice, but just totally dominant at the moment, Cronje.
This is where he had Mick O'Donnell in a bit of trouble in round number 1, trapping him in the corner, and he did so like a wily veteran. Didn't allow O'Donnell to escape and kept his punches to a minimum, but on target.
10 seconds out, fellas.
Tell you what, nothing wrong with O'Donnell's chin. He's got a granite chin.
His South Coast boy's just a tough nut. As we go.
Credit, he just slipped under that beautifully. Just evaded that so well. He's very relaxed, Cronje. You notice in the corner too, he said, I keep slipping. They probably need to scour his boots, but certainly a bit of a problem on that side of the ring where they are now with holding his footing.
To the body, Michael O'Donnell. Keeping that head down, crucial. They're the instructions from the red corner, Shannon Taylor. Multi-time world title challenger.
Fought everyone, Shannon, barred no one, and gives everyone an absolute war.
And then he also fought inside the ring on many occasions.
Yeah. Oh, he's a classic. He's certainly a future Hall of Famer. Cronje, I think if I was in Cronje's corner, because the headshots don't seem to be taking much toll on O'Donnell, I would suggest that Cronje should attack the body a little bit more, because he does look as though he's carrying a little extra around the middle.
A lot easier to do when you do boast that 16-centimetre reach advantage. You can slip under with that left hand straight to the midsection. A punch that Danny Green is so effective at, even if it's not into the gut, so to speak, into the sternum.
Yeah, well, Danny opens his guys up with that stiff jab. It's like a right hand straight to the bread basket, and it does. It basically takes your breath away for just a second. But that's where I think Cronje should go. His body punch like that. He took that well, O'Donnell, and fired straight back. He's got plenty of tick at this bloke.
A little bit of confidence, Mick O'Donnell. 15 fights as an amateur for 12 victories. Just pacing himself here, very important when you take the fight on just 24 hours notice. Muhammad Azoui was meant to be in here against Pieter Cronje. That was a fight I was looking forward to.
Yeah, it would have been good. Azoui, very good defensive fighter, but I think Cronje's aggression and power would have certainly upset him, I think. Cronje, to me, looks very dangerous at this point.
Beautiful left hand from Cronje. Hand down just a little bit, but still has the speed on the hand.
What about that one? That he just dropped to the left and sort of caught him with a beautiful uppercut right under the chin.
With that long reach comes the opportunity of the left hook as your initiating punch, and Peter's tried that, and again.
Yep, he's deadly with that long left. He's doing this well, but O'Donnell, really, I mean, he's been hit with everything, but he hasn't wobbled. You haven't seen him appear to be badly hurt so far at any stage.
Cronje on the front foot here, finishing round number 3 with a little bit of a flurry and in style. As
Round 4, which you have a red shirt.
Cronje touching gloves at the start of the 4th round. It's a 6th rounder, but that's good sportsmanship. Quite a bit of respect already between these guys. And O'Donnell having a real crack here at the start of this round. Oh, body shot.
oh yeah, O'Donnell in a world of hurt here.
That's the one I said that he should be thrown. That's done the job.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Body shot has ended the night.
That certainly did the damage.
Round 4 knockout.